It's a new day in Memphis. Things are looking up and folks are getting back to work. Signs of a stronger economy are all around us. Our community is growing, and the energy and excitement surrounding the new NBA arena is contagious. But some in our community want to stifle our growth, slow us down by adopting a project labor agreement. What is a project labor agreement, or PLA? Well, it's an agreement that requires successful bidders to sign collective bargaining agreements with labor unions in order to perform the work. In other words, to get the job, contractors must agree to the union's rules and policies, even if the contractor's employees don't belong to the union. Besides forcing non-union or open shop contractors to forfeit their sound business practices, a PLA is a bad bargain for taxpayers.
Project labor agreement just will not be good for the city of Memphis. And I know it won't be good for the city of Memphis, won't be good for the new arena, and it won't be good for the local subcontractors.
PLAs don't provide cost savings. In fact, the public record shows they often increase costs. Cleveland's Gund Arena estimated to cost $118 million, but the final cost was more than $148 million, $30 million over budget. Cleveland Browns Stadium, $21 million over budget. Comerica Park, home of the Detroit Tigers, was expected to cost $295 million, but ultimately cost $320 million. And in Seattle, Safeco Field was estimated to cost $320 million, and the final price tag? A whopping $517 million, a 60% increase. When taxpayer funds are involved, the best way to build a project is through open competition and a competitive bidding process. But project labor agreements discourage competition, and taxpayers get left holding the bag. Because contractors are forced under a PLA to accept union rules and practices, most won't bid the work. As a result, the best bids are those that are higher than original cost estimates. Separate independent studies in Washington, D.C. and Washington State demonstrated that more than 70% of open shop contractors said they wouldn't bid on a PLA job.
When you're bidding this job, you're saying I can do it, I can buy so many millions of dollars of material, and I can supply so many hundreds of hours or thousands or tens of thousands of hours of labor on this job and produce that job for that much labor and material. If your labor is not controlled, or you do not know what kind of labor you have, or you get labor, after I sign the agreement, I get labor in there that's really out to hurt me. They can break me on that job by just not producing. I'm a fool to bid a job that says that I've got to deal within the labor agreement.
The city, county, and state cannot afford cost overruns on the new NBA arena in these tight budget times. And plenty of examples show we don't have to. Adelphia Coliseum, Camden Yards, and our own AutoZone Park, a national model for baseball stadiums, all built within budget and without a PLA.
I believe that contracts should be awarded based on the best price that's given and the work that can be performed, instead of based on if a shop is union or non-union.
Besides staying in budget, the arena must be built on time to satisfy the terms of the agreement with the Memphis Grizzlies and to avoid costly penalties. Unfortunately, PLAs have a history of being behind schedule. Safeco Field was not only the most expensive ever built, but opened 3 months after the start of the 1999 season. Miller Park in Milwaukee missed the entire 2000 season altogether.
You would have serious construction delays, I believe, by using a union-only workforce.
PLAs are said to guarantee labor peace, which ensures projects are built on time. Truth is, PLAs don't prevent strikes. In 1999, union carpenters on the San Francisco airport expansion struck, even though they had signed a project labor agreement. Union electricians, plumbers, and painters joined the strike, which cost more than $1 million and delayed the project, which was already a month behind schedule. PLAs don't ensure timely completion. In fact, they often prevent it. Hiring the most qualified contractors keeps a project on time.
for example, if I was working on a job and I was a non-union contractor, which I am, and we have other union crafts on the job, such as the steam fitters or the air conditioning people or the concrete people or whatever, and the electrical workers craft comes up and puts a picket on the job because I'm a non-union shop working in this job. Then the other crafts on the job, the mechanical and the concrete and the other thing, may honor this picket and not come into the job to work. We will enter the job, we will do our job.
In our diverse community, we need a construction process that is fair to everyone involved. With a PLA, that's just not possible. Here's how PLAs discriminate. In Tennessee, only 11% of construction workers have chosen to join a union. Yet PLAs give preference to union workers by hiring from union halls. And those non-union workers who work on PLA projects are required to operate as if they were members of the union.
The arena project is very important for contractors and their employees because it means more jobs for them. They need jobs.
Under a PLA, African Americans, Hispanics, and women are less likely to perform the work. Historically, minorities have been underrepresented in unions. Most minorities choose not to join a union, but to work open shop.
Okay, I believe that the Hispanic populations, they join the open shop contractors because they have better opportunities. The open shop, the contractors, they teach them the language, and they know that they care about them.
Supporters of a new NBA arena know that a skilled workforce is critical to building a first-class sports facility. Like union contractors, open shop contractors train their employees in apprenticeship programs approved by the Bureau of Apprenticeship and Training.
The ABC Training Center is certified to teach every craft and construction by the NCCER, the National Center for Construction Education and Research, and also by the BAT, the Bureau of Apprenticeship and Training.
PLA advocates believe these agreements provide fair wages and benefits. In reality, union workers at the same level within the same craft are generally paid the same wage. Open shop workers are paid based on job performance. In the competitive Memphis market, many open shop workers are paid the same or more than their union counterparts.
Well, merit shop to me has always been the working relationship between the men and the employer, that we hire them on their merits and on the basis of their value. And if they're a productive and an intelligent and a good productive employee, we pay them based on their merits.
The new arena is important to the future of the Memphis economy, but it won't mean much if those who build it are injured on the job. Safety must be a priority. Construction industry veterans know safety on the job site is directly related to the commitment of management, not whether the contractor is union or open shop. The Occupational Health and Safety Administration's own statistics show that the fatality rates of open shop contractors is significantly lower than those of union contractors. PLAs don't guarantee safer working conditions. For years, open shop and union contractors have successfully worked side by side in our community, building projects like AutoZone Park, Peabody Place, and the FedEx World Headquarters. How has it worked? By awarding the job to the most responsible bidders at every level of the project, whether union or non-union.
We've managed as a dual shop because we have skilled trained professionals who are accustomed to working side by side with each other, and that hasn't created any problems. Their main goal is to get the job done.
And we really have not had a problem with the union and open shop contractors working side by side. We do it day in and day out. Every project has got both union and non-union subcontractors on the job, but we just don't have any problems.
Opposing a project labor agreement keeps the process fair for union and non-union contractors alike, responsibly spends taxpayer money, and assures a first-class facility for our community.